I promise.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of space is...
You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milver Street's bluster until close to the end of time. Happy that ain't the case, as I can make use of you. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose.
To kill. Jesus. I'm talking to one. Jesus.
The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction, I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to delve into the oily recesses of brainwashing? Oh, for shame. He's devoted to his half measures. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew directness. Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me. Certainly could. I wouldn't shed a tear on behalf of those drones, but the Protectorate is used to losing its people, and there'll no doubt be a replacement crew in a week's time. The repair center itself needs to be permanently put out of commission. Could be direct. Feign that you're an assistant of some kind, though you'd have to have some know-how regarding engineering. But a simpler path would be paying a visit to the Ministry of Accuracy, liberating some credentials. Yaysayers ain't capable of suspecting a piece of paper. Think all you like. Speak to Milver Street if he ain't already stuck his hooks in you. I'm confident you got the spine for what must be done.
But I think the other one... What does this say? Expedition Hunter has a task. Seek assistance in infiltrating... I think we'll go with his.
Greetings again. What's on your mind? Carr wishes to use dubious military intelligence to justify a foolhardy assault, and she's treating you as her personal courier. It concerns me that she's asked you for assistance. Surely you're not considering aiding her. Anything you desire, so long as you agree to aid me instead. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Okay. Why are you leading me? Why did it leave me in here? Okay, journal. That one. I wish I knew if the music was written or not. If I could turn. How do I tune into the radio so I can have like the radio drama? It's now going to be my question. That's perspective, menus, HUD. Stop recording. What? Toggle gadget activation. Where is it? Okay, it's not in movement. No. Interact, reload, attack, inhaler, toggle gadget activation, throw, special abilities, weapons, next gadget, next throwable, equipment, radio, maybe metal mouse. We'll see. Perspective, menu, view ledger, pause, HUD. Not it. I swear there was a way of doing it. HUD scale. Oh, I could have used probably HUD scaling. Probably to. I don't know. We'll just keep going.
Keep them coming. I can resolve them.
What are we killing? I don't know what that sound
Want to have
was.
a word, Commander?
Oh, yes, Niles. We
I
may
know
have
I've
a
been
right.
pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just going to ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? I'm being serious here, Commander. Could you try doing the same? I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. Traded some hard words over promises I made and ought not have. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a mite strong. It wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met. I think I've given the wrong impression. For all his anger, it wasn't like Zeb was going
Zeb
around with a
also
revolver,
the name
much as he
of
might have wanted to.
the
We mostly helped
Borderlands
folks
doctor
avoid
guy?
getting into trouble over minor
Or
infractions.
am I wrong about that?
Or tried to anyway. We worked hard. But the Arbiters and Sentinels, well, they worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the
Guess
folks
that's
whose
a
lives we were
Doc
trying
question
to
if
improve.
Doc is here.
Didn't matter
Bill?
what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first.
Or Tyler. If Tyler's
Figured
here.
that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental Much appreciated, Commander. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit.
Okay. Guess we're doing that first.
Engaging combat participants.
Damn, bullet time. I need to collect all the stuff for my consumerism. I Skyrim horse this shit. Probably should not have Skyrim horse this shit. Let's not Skyrim horse this shit.
Related activities.
What the fuck are you? Guess I went hunting. Hello.
No target.
Okay, well I'm out of. Oh my god, I'm real low on bullets. Use the Luger.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going on.
Friendly fire as unfriendly.
Oh, my apologies.
Engaging hostile.
Apparently you can shoot your friends.
What do you think the heat open, Commander? Just say when.
Give me your bones. What? Oh yeah. I said nothing of the sort. Whatever you thought I said, I didn't say that. What was that? Did I pick up like a music box? I keep not looking at what I'm picking up. Oh good, I got a shit ton more of my aim. You barred shut the door. Can't enter there. Okay. Who's blocked? Excuse me, can you open the door? I'd be much obliged. There we go. Bar is shut. The bar is shut. The door is barred. Thank God. Oh, they're sleeping right next to each other.
You ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Hi.
No, you ain't got what I need.
Ain't got no
You
gas.
can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it. I know, I ain't blaming you. That's part of climbing the ladder. Ain't but one rung at the bottom, and everyone's keen to get a foothold. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished.
Interesting.
Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
You could try kissing the graft to make it better.
If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo,
I'm sorry,
I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork that's the problem. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
If your contract holder suddenly died, hypothetically, would you get it?
Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession.
lame.
It's a very long line. And anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated. Or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time. Get the feeling you will. Anyhow, think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street.
I was
Good
going to
luck
say,
in there.
I
Mind the
assume I
rats.
can get her as a companion.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Where is it? Like it. I'll go up and get it. Alright, I guess I'll have to do this myself. Don't make me snap and look like he'll have to, you know. Okay, alert over. Okay, I just printed myself something. What is up here? What if I told you 3rd level.
Entering a conversational state. Engaging combat protocol.
You guys did absolutely nothing. Jesus. Just fucking fingered the blue gun. Good. I wonder if I'm supposed to climb up this. I can't tell if there's anything specifically telling me to climb this. What?
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
How do I tell you to take care of them?
Inbound Raptidon.
Faces round the door frame. Keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good one.
Actually, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Turn in those who snore.
Especially since that music was just coming through anyways.
Be the merry one who makes
I swear there was a thing. Oh, wireless. There it is.
their routine.
There we go.
Simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
We sure wouldn't want this in the wrong hands. So it's probably exactly what Dover Street's after.
Thanks, Alex.
A person with questions much too deep. Go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep.
I want to do a hack. Some hack. Actually, one hack. If I can get those two.
Turn in those who stole. It should be no simple thing. Be the merry one who makes the call.
I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a
Celebrate the
bomb.
submissive. Stick to their routine. It should be no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's
People
what
say
we
bombs, though,
all
right?
strive for.
Am I out of touch?
Celebrate the
No, it's the
turning
kids that are
in.
wrong.
It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in.
Song
I'm sure I have to. The kids that are out of touch.
It's the kids that are out of touch. Are tirelessly rooting out malcontents and
that other guy
anti-choice
go?
sympathizers. Our station offers only the best in music for protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others. Fortifying.
Oh, he's like dead. He could die. Jump down, my dude. Oh my god, he's down. Where the fuck is he? How did he end up? Oh, where the fuck? Where's the enemy? Okay, where is? Okay. He is back on. Okay.
Watch any neighbors talking low. Watch any neighbors eating slow. Pay close attention everywhere you go. Everyone
I want to
staying
do
in the know.
that.
Who watches, you and me forever.
This is actually really funny. Actually, I'm assuming my music is kind of being annoying, but I had music in the background. Oh, bye. I just ate some food and it healed me. Okay. When you're not in combat, you can just eat. Then it will heal you. Okay, that's pretty useful. Trooper. Can I get one of these? Can I ride on one of those?
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Good.
Do ghosts exist in this?
Let's keep the lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected under.
I swear that wasn't good. Dumbass! Over here! Free hole in the
Ooh, I can stealth in the grass.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Special update. Everything has been found to be splendid. Everyone grateful and content.
Everything's good.
Sleep soundly, knowing you are safe at all times from the lingerers of our fair Eden. Even our most capable defenders are well defended. Consider our Arbiter training facility, east of Fairfield, near the Broken Spire. It is impervious to infiltration thanks to its unflagging automechanical guardians. Only the most incautious base individualists would dare set foot within sensor range. Let them. Prudence dictates. Those who live solely for themselves
We're closed.
die alone. Also painfully and bullet-riddled.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Obviously, as the result of the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. I don't know. I'm no scientician. I thought everyone, even the corporate invaders, had heard about the grand plan. It is the blueprint that generates reality. And the Order of the Ascendant, whose chapel this used to be, is slavishly devoted to figuring out the universal equation that underlies it. They are driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will eventually know everything, rid humanity of uncertainty.
Just warmed over Order of Scientific Inquiry beliefs, Commander.
Never heard of them. If you really care, I'm certain there's some literature around here you can read. But don't let the Protectorate catch you, lest you'd like your gray matter chemically processed. I have my reasons. I don't know you. Do you have some reason for being here? To freeze. Sorry, I don't know anyone by that name.
Damn.
If their zeal shows deficiency, quick mental tune-ups may be all that they need.
Did I get that thing?
Welcome back to my chapel of fear and futility.
I did not. I have to find her journal. Where's her journal?
Center of our system. You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when you're to blame.
Can I ask where your journal is, please? Okay. I guess that's something else to watch out for, I guess. Look out for someone's diary. Intruding on their boundaries by reading their diary.
It is here that we try. It's out there they all fail. It's only then that we prevail as one perfect union. A simple people
a dead body
so
there.
whole. To be right and unbreakable. That's our ultimate goal.
Guess I'm gonna follow the dead body trail.
We all trust in each other. By rules we abide. Working as commanded to.
Okay, you made this, and you're not gonna let me fucking find this? What type of bullshit is this? Fucking hell. What kind of bullshit?
First promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop,
Bullshit.
too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people
This game's
as
a 0 out of
executive
10 now.
material.
Put down a thing
Me,
that I
sure.
can't just climb
Them?
with it.
Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward
Hello.
mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen and other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This
Isn't
is
that the thing
Sanitation
that-
Specialist Cutshaw, soon to be VP of something big, signing off.
Isn't that what Uncle has in
I just
one moment?
had a thought. I'm really not
Okay, it wasn't a steal.
sadly, though it's
But isn't that what Uncle has in
business you're running elsewhere.
my mind
in Red Dead Redemption?
I'm acting with
Lambengo?
You know exactly
Pretty sure that's what he has.
what we should do. You're a good citizen, join the queue. Pack your bags,
Spatial anomaly detected. Physical engagement is not recommended at this time.
refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
Okay.
As one big family. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter, I can't wait to revive.
Well, good thing I saved right before I did that. Granted, my last save was just a minute before that, but
We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. I feel so much lighter, I
okay,
can't
let's-
wait to revitalize the mind in line with what we are told. Told is the
that.
one truth, no need for more.
then
You know exactly what to
let's
You're
do.
a good citizen, join the queue. Pack your bags, you know what we should do. We're up to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. Be fun and worry-free as one big family. We're up to
Okay.
be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
That's what I was doing. I was gonna see what the other. I prefer the Protectorate.
wait for your decision.
What's better than a double barrel shotgun? A triple barrel shotgun.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472 means they're gonna fill anything that moves full of holes.
Oh, okay. Hi.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crobbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here on standby wages.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctuary.
Scout report.
Yes,
sir.
Stress signal. What?
Vital.
Hear this?
Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it.
You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Physiological cues and
Okay.
off somehow. Even the slightest drop in performance in such an intricately designed system can have great ramifications.
Cantankerousness in nearby armed guards. A stealthy approach is suggested.
A quick mental tune-up is occasionally necessary forever.
Emergency protocols at this time.
I surely thank you for it. Prudence dictates.
Requires service.
Offers a plenitude of
Got a few quarts slow, Commander.
fusion of
Okay, let's
pleasing
try that again.
melodies.
I have a trauma kit for you.
Shoddy workmanship, I tell you.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So maybe the stealth might have been useful. He dead. He's gone. What the fuck? That was like a two-hit kill, Jesus. It's because he also has a shotgun. I couldn't get away from him that time. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Let's use this instead of the triple barrel shotgun so I can get with a distance.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us.
Yeah.
Random non-kill.
Scout report. Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still...
I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of Eden's Bounty Agra Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions.
Be advised. Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in nearby armed guards. A stealthy approach is...
Taste sends impure thoughts up in smoke. Security got 'em cigarettes because smoking is not thought-provoking. Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Now listen to this.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us,
Safety protocols.
It might help if I hit him.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Focus here. Sending
Okay.
sentinels.
Because I can be at a distance, I think I should be fine.
When faithless subjects try to
Engaging combat protocols.
Oh God.
Entering.
Ready to waste him. On your command.
Potential combatants in the vicinity.
Another grenade.
How are you still upright over there?
What? Yeah, I know truck crash, whatever. I'm just trying not to die. Okay.
When the outside tries its best to invade us,
Another agent!
our champion
Standing by with life support.
our paradigm.
Stop crashing now on my drugs.
Die.
Okay.
Send in the sentinels for us all.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
There is never
Why are you off to the other side?
send in the sentinels.
There we go. Okay. Oh, your shit down. Okay, well, there's a couple left. There's a bunch left.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Curious melody granted by the grace of the stars.
It's impossible that we have done. Perfect for everyone. Our progress is unmatched.
Damn it, you just started going. Oh, no.
Is perfect.
They're confused. Hit them while they're confused.
How we
This unit patiently awaits.
we truly are the best.
How are you?
The idea is to kill.
Oh my god, there we go. I think I wasn't high enough level for this. One still alive? There are enemies still down that way, but... Holy shit.
It's incredible, the automechs and us. How they aid us and never make a fuss. Our colony
I could Good.
Place is in shambles. What happened here?
I don't know. We shall see.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human
What does that sound like?
unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia.
I don't know who that sounds like.
By the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Yes, tragedy has befallen a number of my subordinates. I will trust you not to make light of such heart-rending events. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success. Well, of course. Succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's Choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. You're part of something bigger.
I don't know who that sounds like. It sounds
The
like
individual not
someone.
only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren.
It's not just...
It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters? Tremendous. We'll need 2 things: fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be popped. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here. The research team's find once we have...
Bounty for all.
Unbar that. Okay, so that's a bunch that way.
Typical Auntie's Choice. Moving fast and breaking things.
Yeah.
To inform all
There's
the
the about
leaders thoughtful.
Out of it. And out of ammo.
If there's zeal,
And I'm almost out of ammo, my pistol. Jesus.
quick mental tune-ups may
Where's my triple barrel shotgun? Triple barrel shotgun and
you're the center of our system.
do that.
You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when
Sequencing attack strategies.
Wrong one.
Commander, what?
Okay. Bad idea. Melee does not work very well on that. I just need to get some ammo. Eventually. I'll just try to use these 2
it's
weapons.
here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. As one perfect union. A simple people so whole. To be right and unbreakable. That is our
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Wind boring spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the audacious advances. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Certainly.
The reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought.
Got an lockbox.
Her sentinel senses ever keen.
Samples acquired. This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
For household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Previously on Redcloak, our hero courageously withstood the materialistic temptations and nauseating crabwitch stench of Auntie's barbaric brand royalizer machine. Just as Redcloak was inspiring her corporate captors to abandon their consumerist addictions, the traitorous forces of the Order arrived to take custody of her, aided by her turncoat former Sentinel partner, Dunning. Now Auntie's Choice and the Order are in a standoff, weapons leveled at each other, with fearless Redcloak betwixt them. Thrilled to her inspiring redemption of these misguided foes in the fourth and final episode.
Fourth and final episode.
Chaos.
Dunning, everyone. Now is the time for community, not hostility. Lower your weapons.
No, you lower your weapons, greedy corporatists. I'm certain my reformed Order allies will overlook your lapse in judgment if you turn over Redcloak. Isn't that right?
Yes, in fact, we are willing to add an additional 3% to the agreed-upon payment to encourage your compliance in our deal by 22%.
Suddenly, consumerism is so appealing. Redcloak's inspiring resistance to our brand royalizer has demonstrated the failings of our morally bankrupt society.
Impossible! But we predicted with 47% certainty that this, in your vernacular, was a done deal. Force plus mass equals squared.
It appears that your math is faulty. Clearly a failing of your grand plan. These events are all according to the paradigm.
Why is this on?
Do not attempt to vex us with appealing and irrefutable statements, Redcloak.
Unburden yourself of vexation, Dunning. It is never too late to return to the Protectorate, where all needs are met, where the Sovereign in his benevolence cares for all.
Lies! I am too far indoctrinated into the chaos of the Order and their grand plan.
Not true. Return with me for mental refreshment. Your family must come too, just to be
my most favorite, least absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom.
Carefully calculated predictions. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We theorized our grand plan was greater than the paradigm, yet it is clearly less than.
Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect! I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Normally, enable...
Okay.
No, the new one!
Help me carry Dunning's unconscious form. Let us all be mentally refreshed to cease your troubled thoughts. For the Sovereign, for Arcadia, our home.
And so, Redcloak concludes another successful and inspiring mission.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Elmsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
My wary little mind
let's... Observation might be helpful. Gonna do medic. Let's do medical as well. And then perks.
Sort of correction, so I heeded the word.
This would basically correct some issues I already have.
Again with a quick mental refreshment. I've seen my friends and my family address it.
You can access the restricted inventory of vending machine.
So I knew that there was no reason to stress it.
I'm thinking searching through containers can occasionally reward you with bonus bits. Do psychopath, which then I can get serial killer.
Thoughts have to go with a quick mental refreshment.
Enthusiast. I'm thinking restricted access. Yeah.
I felt were such a burden on me.
And my reputation.
The weight is better felt by one side to oversee.
First director found a flaw in you, easily distracted. Your skills are rad, to say the least, but a jack of all trades is oftentimes better than a master of none, or a master of one. You can raise skills faster though it'll be harder to ever maximize any particular one. When leveling, you can only add skill points to the lowest non-zero skill or any skill you have no points in already. Plus one. Fuck it.
Oh, so much better again with the quick mental refreshment.
Oh, they found another flaw. Found a flaw. Flawed. Life hasn't been easy for you, but you've learned to power through any of your disadvantages and come out better for it. This flaw drastically changes the experience and is not recommended for first playthrough. Flaws must be accepted, but you can gain extra.
Protectorate sanctioned wireless.
I'm gonna say no to this one, just because it's not recommended for first playthrough.
Each of us is required
if it
to
would
operate at
pass first playthrough,
so
like,
the system can
then
function
yeah.
precisely, without error, like clockwork. Our duty gives us purpose, but it's an immense responsibility. Luckily, it's a shared one. We all rely upon each other to discern if we're lagging, or our zeal seems lacking.
I'm here to spread unfettered free trade, not chew the fat.
slightest drop in performance
Sure,
in
that's
such
that, is
an
it?
intricately designed
Pretty interesting
system
term.
can have
What are we
great
doing? Fair enough.
ramifications down the line. So
We
remember,
want to do
to
that
inform on your neighbor is a blessing.
because we're
A
still
quick
close.
mental tune-up is occasionally necessary for everyone, so we can
I just like the
all
pop out of
operate
that.
in tip-top shape. When
Actually, well, I just finished.
they
What
return
happens if I...
from the mental
Yeah, let's do idle
refreshment
camera,
center,
and I'm
they
going
will
to be
surely
right back.
Thank you for it. Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully. Now on to other matters. Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm
I was hearing
plan
weird
to
noise.
support
Okay, before I do that,
a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
Josie_00 said, nice stream, dude. I'm trying to be a regular streamer.
Add me on Discord at Josie.
Indivisible, inseparable, indivisible, inseparable, indivisible, inseparable,
Person. Because their messages were spam. Trying to be a regular streamer. Starts the account on the 20th when it's the 24th.
Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Westport is stuck.
Arcadia, our nation's strongest
I feel like there's probably a mission telling me that I'm gonna or something.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Oh, this looks like the place. Lord, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Zeb.
Can't have our fearless leader firing on empty. Let's get the craft.
Oh, can you craft ammo? Wait, can I craft ammo? It has to be at a crafting bench, I assume. Okay,
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
Ah, yes. The same commander who nobly ordered you to leave your colleague to perish under rubble.
I know it, Commander. We all did the best we could on that mission.
Perhaps my words were too pointed. It is difficult to erase the memory of how Niles came to me, half torn up, on the border between life and death. But that was years ago. So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future.
That's fair.
Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to pat your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
Ooh, somebody's in trouble!
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into?
Holy shit, I love that response. I should have picked it, but I'm not
operatives.
gonna pick it because I feel
I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong.
hilarious.
Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry.
Easy enough.
This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Okay. Do you have a way of creating ammo, please?
Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Yes. Fairly often. Hey, he's so far away. I'm gonna have to find ammo.
Entering a confrontational state.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Ah, it was a great idea. So much stuff taken around here. Mother load of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprack race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabble skedaddle. Or maybe open the door and bolt.
Skedaddle, skedaddle.
Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
What?
You sure do go through ammo, don't you?
Yes.
Not to worry. We can always craft us more.
Yeah. If we could, Niles. Get back here. Oh, weight limit. Really hope I don't get kleptomania or whatever. That'd be really annoying to get. Please have a crafting bench or weapon. Loot boxes. I'm gonna call them loot boxes. They're not loot boxes. A lot of those boxes.
Sanctioned Wireless presents I, Redcloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. I, Redcloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen.
My dude has like all the fucking
watching
shit.
you, your neighbors, your household
I
pets.
think this person was a fan of Anti.
Lockstep with the paradigm.
Something tells me.
Previously on I, Redcloak, our hero was betrayed and whisked to the consumerist den of Auntie's Choice, strapped to their brutal brand loyalizer. Will she survive Auntie's barbaric imitation of our perfect mental refreshment process? Thrilled to her daring display of defiance in Episode 3, Brand Disloyalty.
Ooh.
Any final words about your precious perfect community? Or your sovereign
Do I have
paradigm as such before we flip on the
I do not have a weight limit.
Nothing appropriate to say in front of neighbors.
What gibberish are you spouting?
We in the
In
Protectorate
full
speak as if everyone is listening, everywhere and always. From our zealous rug sprats up to our benevolent sovereign himself.
Well, this ought to change your tune. Managers, activate the brand loyalizer.
Activate the brand loyalizer.
It's awful quiet in there. Shouldn't Redcloak be screaming? I feel like she should be screaming. The machine is operational, right?
Unless you plan on conjuring ammo from the Agra, we ought to get the crafting started.
Churning up your base emotions. Resurfacing deep-rooted inadequacies. It should be smarting something fierce right now.
So, wait, where?
Increase the
Guess it's
loyalizer
out of
setting
this
to
area.
510%.
Oh, now I'm starting to sense something. It's a bit much.
Ah, yes. Pain would penetrate your spirited facade.
No, not the pain. The crab witch odor. A little of that goes a long way. But if you breathe through your mouth, this contraption's actually kind of soothing. Does it go higher?
Set to maximum loyalization.
Okay, can I actually enter the city? Or whatever this is? Alright, put away my gun. I put away my gun.
Huh. Well,
Hi.
visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Okay. Has everything.
A squared plus B squared equals mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2.
How empty are the lives of anti-subjects that they need to rely on consumerism to find meaning?
Okay, I don't need to be fucking called out.
You've arrived early, exemplars. You're not supposed to pick up Redcloak until next Tuesday.
Come at the predicted hour, not a moment too
Hello,
soon.
I'm trying to say hello to someone. I was told to go talk to someone. Is it you? Yes.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, auto-mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such. Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile.
Biggest words. They're just a fucking thesaurus.
I owe it to... What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Stations off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. The parts to get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you. Farewell now.
I got one. Okay, okay, do you have a...
Well, it's infected. Meds don't arrive soon, we'll have to start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antis invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed. Took a while for our water pure. All right.
Oh, okay. Just damn shame. Can I buy ammo from anyone? Not here. Domicile. You're having issues. Domicile.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator goes? Just tell me.
Almost. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport. I mean, all the subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. Hope not to indulge in idle talk, but think...
Pretty flooded. A lot of flood.